say you're sitting in your caravan, right? Tony, you own a caravan.
I own several caravans. I stick them together and pretend it's a house.
Caravan kid.
A lump of frozen waste plunged thousands of feet from a jet and smashed into a caravan. Restaurant owner Carolyn Gray found the brown and yellow ice block after it plummeted into the bathroom of her static caravan. The mum of two was woken up by the sound of an explosion, or what she thought was an explosion, at 7 a.m. on Saturday, and initially thought she was being burgled. Because that's a subtle burglary, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's blow a hole in the wall to break in.
Yeah, that strategy that involves C4 charges to break into a home.
Into a caravan, by the sounds of it.
Yeah, exactly.
This caravan's impenetrable.
Surely you don't break into a caravan. You just drive off with it.
Well, but then you've also taken the person with you, probably.
Yeah, you can
Just
throw
cross
them
that
out.
bridge when you come to it, I guess.
Well, maybe you don't want a whole caravan. Maybe you just want diamonds in the caravan.
Is it
You'd have to
likely
be
that
pretty-
someone owning a
You'd have to be
caravan...
a pretty cocky guy to have a bunch of diamonds in a caravan.
Yeah, I have my diamonds. I like to take them on a scenic tour of the English countryside. What's wrong with that?
Like, you should sell those diamonds and get a house. Nope. I like my diamonds and my caravan.
It's the budget lifestyle for me. Me and my diamonds.
My caravan full of diamonds.
The mystery was only solved when she went outside and found an 18-inch hole in the roof, and another exactly the same size through the floor. There was smashed ice all over the inside of the caravan and a massive lump on the ground underneath, which she has now kept in her freezer.
Why?
I don't know why. I mean, what application?
Is it evidence to, like, is she going to maybe say, you need to reimburse me?
Yeah, maybe it's an insurance thing.
Yeah.
Don't they dump over water, their planes?
Well, I thought that's normally what they did.
Apparently this is an occurrence. It goes on every so often.
Yeah.
That they just eject.
The plane can't keep it in, and it just
has to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it can't tell the other planes, otherwise they get really embarrassed.
It just randomly evacuates pee and poosicles.
Yeah.
Imagine if you were hit by one of those.
Well,
that's how you were killed.
Apparently it has happened, but they weren't killed. They were just really badly bruised, which you'd have to class as some sort of miracle. When
Yeah.
something is falling from that height.
If you drop anything from 35,000 feet
Yeah.
and you live from it, you're indestructible.
Well, basically. I mean, you don't want to test that theory. You're not sort of looking at the heavens going, more! Bring on more!
I've heard of people apparently surviving falling out of a plane skydiving that's gone wrong. They've survived that,
Wow, that's...
apparently. A guy at work was telling me one lady landed on her face, which is what bore the brunt of the impact, and her brain was saved, but her face is pretty mangled.
What? That's...
I don't know
sounds-
if that's true, and I find it pretty unbelievable. It's... I don't know.
Why not? I reckon if you landed on your legs, you'd still die.
Yeah, I reckon you would
The fact
too.
that your face...
I know.
So, well, okay.
I want to know if it's real.
So the
personally.
thing that...
So the nose basically took the absorption of the impact and decelerated the face down, so it just nicely rested.
And as we all know from our biology classes, the nose is typically the strongest part of the body. It's not brittle at all.
No, it's...
In fact, it can be said that it never breaks.
Yeah.
The nose is the airbag of the body.
And we have mucus to thank. It's the mucus that carries the load.
It's the cartilage, I think. It's
Well-
like the crumple zone.
Well, it's a mucus and cartilage tag team, I think. They're the world heavyweight champions of face planting from a great height. Which is what it is. It's the ultimate face plant.
I know.
Which sounds like a TV show. Extreme face plant.
I don't know if it's real or not. I'd be interested to
I
find
think
out.
it's...
Should I find out and come back next
I'm
week?
not sure research is necessary. I'm going to align myself with Tony, which, as we know, rarely happens. And for good reason, listeners.
I'm not saying it's true. I'm just saying I'm curious about whether it is.
Bring it up. But the thing that mystifies me about this story is she's kept it in her freezer.
Yeah.
For what application? Let's say...
We've been out evidence.
But
Is she
surely
gonna
that's
use
classed as an act of God. That's not going to be covered.
It depends how far inland she was.
Yeah, I suppose so. But I'd like to think that maybe, she's thinking, well, what if I sprain an ankle? No frozen peas. Get out the pea and poo block.
Unless she wants to sort of remold it to plug the holes that it caused in the first place.
But it's going to melt, surely.
I don't
And
know.
when it melts, then where are you? You've got fecal matter all over the floor.
I'm not saying it was a good plan. I'm just saying it was a plan.
So far we've got... I'm not saying it's a good story.
Or maybe she just
Or a
wants
true
some
story.
novelty ice blocks.
Oh,
What is the novelty there, Tony?
don't go to
Wow.
her caravan for a dinner party.
Instead
ever.
of getting the fly in the old ice cube, you get something much worse.
She said, "It's incredible to think it nearly landed in our toilet when that's where it came from a plane above us." I mean,
Actually, no, that'd be a lot worse because you wouldn't have a toilet.
I mean,
I will pay her that. That is pretty miraculous.
that's quite philosophical, really.
It just wanted to go home.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
It was lonely.
A spokesman for the Civil Aviation Authority said the ice was probably the result of a leak on the plane. Such falling blocks do happen now and then. So if it's your lucky day...
Well, the plane's surely liable. I mean, accountable for that.
Yeah, well, she's certainly not.
No, I don't think.
She didn't do anything to deserve that.
Yeah. You should have got out of the way of the falling block of ice, you silly woman.
You should have known that was going to happen.